Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time. I have been so busy, so many different things have happened in these past couple months, but I thought I'd bring you guys a quick video and tell you how much I've spent in total on my Audi B8 S4. All right, so here we go. I have a little list here where I actually went through and I broke down everything for the most part that I've spent on the car. I do have a maintenance folder that I've kept where I'm able to just go back and look and see, you know, when I've made the last repair, doing this, oil change, all that. And so that if I ever did sell the car in the future, it's great to have, so that when you give it to the buyer, you know, they kind of have an idea how the car was maintained. When I did purchase my car, I didn't get that. I didn't buy this car brand new, but I got a decent maintenance record, but it wasn't as extensive as mine. All right, so first things first, back in 2016, I was actually shopping for the Audi B8 S4. I had just made up my mind that I wouldn't get a GTR. And what I did was, instead of buying the GTR, I ended up buying a 2012 Ram 1500, which I'll show you guys a few clips of that now, because I actually don't even have the car anymore. I still own the vehicle, but part of the reason why I've been gone was, you know, I decided to let someone use my truck, and, you know, they totaled the car. Long story short, the truck is totaled. So I'll insert a clip of the truck now. It sucks to see it like that. But pretty much what I did was, instead of purchasing the GTR, I was actually able to buy two cars. I was able to get the Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi in it. 4x4 crew cab. Was a great truck, man. Awesome daily. I loved it so much. I put a lot of money into it too. Wheels and tires and that thing is expensive. So I got the truck, and I went out and I bought an S4 about a year later. And so instead of getting GTR, I look back at it now, I'm like, should I have done that? I mean, it was a better business decision at the time, but GTR would have been fun. But yeah, so early 2017, I actually purchased the S4. It was like three months into the new year, 3 days into the new year in January. Purchased it for $30,000, and that's not including like all the finance charges and all that. I mean, the APR was not high. It was like still in the single digits, probably like a 6 or 5. It was high, but it could have been higher. But yeah, so I spent $30,000 on the car. Then the first thing I did was went out and I did the APR Stage 1 ECU flash. Guys, I'm gonna do a video on this because this is ridiculous. So just alone on the ECU flash for APR Stage 1, I spent $1,409.25. Then a few months later, I was like, hey, I need some more options with this for fuel and things like that. So I went back again to the certain place with 3 letters, NGP, and I paid $267.59 to make it the APR fully loaded program, where pretty much I have like options to swap between fuel and things like that. So I can drive, pull over, and, you know, through the car, just flash it back to 93, or as you guys know, it was always on 100 octane, or, you know, a 260 GT plus. It doesn't matter. So that it was cool being able to do that, but it was also $267.59 additional to the Stage 1 cost. After that, I got the APR TCU tune, which is $953.99. Guys, just alone with these 3 APR purchases were over $2,000. Just letting you guys know that. So yeah. Next, I did the Rocky R intake. I spent $375. This is actually at the time when most people didn't even have the Rocky R intake. So that's why most people, when they hear my intake, they're like, dude, what intake did you have? Why is it so loud? You know, Rocky Arrow, they really did their thing. I believe that's up in Rochester, New York. Great company, great customer service. Highly recommend them. Another APR purchase, guys. I bought the drive pulley. That was $249, I believe. So we're well over $2,000 now, just with APR alone. Then from there, I did the APR Stage 2 software, and that included the 93 octane test type file. And what sucks about that is when I did that, it actually took away my APR fully loaded option. So I wasn't able to just flash back while pull over and just flash the car back to 93 and 100. I would actually have to go to NGP and spend $370 something, or I'm sorry, take that back. It's about $150 to flash the car. Yes, guys, NGP did charge me each time I flashed the car. From there, we did the whole entire ECU switch, you guys. Most of you guys know me for having the APR tune, and then I recently switched to 034. So I'm going to do an in-depth video about that. But the cost for me to switch to 034 ECU TCU tune, and I purchased their 190 millimeter crank pulley, and in total I spent $2,090.50. After that, I also purchased the JHM heat exchanger, and the cost of purchase, and this is all cost and labor included for everything. The JHM heat exchanger cost me $815. CTS turbo mounts, $600. The Autotech high pressure fuel pump, $500. Then I had some issues with the transmission. These are the minor ones. The trans cooler line, I upgraded to like more like a heavy duty type one. Cost me $583. Then I had to replace the trans cooler line as well, so that was an additional $206.70. For the exhaust setup, it cost me the JHM test pipes, and then at the same time I did that, I went ahead and did new coils and plugs together, so it cost me $972.50. Again, for the custom exhaust system, the Magnaflow 11386 cost me $286, and yeah, it's $280. Sorry, not $286, $280, guys. Again, with the custom exhaust setup, the muffler delete with the chrome tips, $350. I also have a 034 X-Pipe, and that cost me $306.79. I did get a slight discount because I returned a boost gauge I had purchased at the same time. So technically that should have been about $356. For miscellaneous things, my RS4 Grille, it's costing me $200. My ECS tuning rear diffuser, it was $227.90. I have the genuine Audi floor mats I purchased from Audi. That was $144.16. The glow shift boost gauge with CTS Turbo, the CTS Turbo Boost Tap, cost me $564.98. I had the Mishimoto oil catch can. I never even installed it, but I still paid $112 for it. It's somewhere here. I don't know where it is, guys. It's somewhere here. I have the H&R springs. It cost me $550. Then I purchased tire stickers. Never even put them on the car because I was waiting until I purchased my aftermarket wheels, so I never put them on, but I paid $180 for those. I got a sponsorship from Spoiler King, and I did my rear lip spoiler for $80. I got my taillights smoked. That's the tinted taillights, guys. It was $350 for that. Window tint, I spent $800 in window tint, and that's only because I've gotten pulled over twice for it and had to get it removed, but I just put it right back on. So that's pretty much how much I spent on the modifications for the car alone. Then, I know you guys want to know this, major repairs. So, guys, I had two major repairs that I have listed on here. And that's going to be the traditional, not traditional, but the one everyone's used to with like the thermostat, the water pump and stuff like that. It cost me, well, first let me tell you what I did. So I did the thermostat replacement, the water pump, crossover pipe, vacuum pump. I also did the engine oil separator, the belt idler and tensioner belts, and then the fuel injector seals. I did it all together one time. I spent $2,910.89. Then The infamous transmission, guys. This was not fun, because this is the one where I wasn't expecting this to happen. I had recently just got the transmission tuned by APR, and it was just like in the middle of the pandemic. So you guys know how things were going during the pandemic. Everything was moving slow. Work slowed down like crazy. So this one hit me. This was like a gut punch. So first I tried the mechatronic unit repair kit. Everyone recommended that. They said usually that gets the job done, but because mine was so bad, I spent $750 on that and it didn't work. So that was just down the drain. Then I went ahead and replaced the whole mechatronic unit. I purchased it directly from Audi, and that alone cost me, just for the unit alone, cost me $3,350, guys. So that really messed up my build right there alone, that $3,350, because that was just about what I needed to do the wheels and my exterior modifications, and then I would have been ready to do the wrap a month later from that. Like about 2 months later, I was going to go out and do the wrap, spend another $2,000 something and get the wrap done. So because of that, that delayed the build like crazy. At that time too, like my wife was pregnant, and so she gave birth like a few months after that happened. But it was just like I didn't even have time to like focus on the car, because I was more so focused on my newborn daughter. And so the build just took a huge pause. You guys saw me like pretty much just fall off from Instagram for a few months, and you saw me fall off from YouTube for a few months. I uploaded like 1 or 2 races that I got in, but I really didn't drive the car this year, guys, for 2021. The Audi really set. It sucks because I had huge plans for the build and for the channel. So many things I wanted to get done, but life just hit me. It hit me hard too, with my truck being totaled, and then getting into some new business ventures and things like that. Some of you guys know me personally, so I do a lot of real estate and things like that. I sell houses, I flip houses and all that. And what happened was, so when all that was going on, I didn't have time to drive the Audi, and especially with my newborn, I didn't really like bringing her in the car. The car smells like E85. You guys know I always have 2 fuel cans of E85 in here, so I didn't really like bringing her in here, and the exhaust is extremely loud, so it's not good for her ears. So I'd normally be driving either my truck, well, I should have been driving my truck, but I had to drive my wife's car because my truck was totaled. So then the next situation with the S4 was that I needed to replace the brakes. And so I didn't even want to drive the car because I'm like, I need new brakes anyways. So I'm just going to wait, do brakes and rotors, upgrade the whole thing, not drive the car. Maybe I should have just done it. Maybe I just drove it because I got some better content and some things like that. So I just let the car sit. So for the whole year of 2020, guys, from December 30th, pretty much, where it's like December, what, 10th now or something like that, I only drove the S4 for 4,000 miles. So I really didn't even get to experience this car after getting up to about 540 crank horsepower, guys. Got a few runs in here and there. Some are on video, some not. You guys saw me get the run with the M3. I'll throw that clip in here now. If you guys haven't seen it, just go hit the link. Just go back to my page and you can see the video. But you guys, that was a great run. That really showed me that the S4 was running strong, because that M3 was modded. It was definitely on E85 because I could smell it from a mile away. And my car being all-wheel drive, M3 being rear-wheel drive, it just puts all the power down to the back 2 wheels. I got to distribute it all to all 4 tires. So on roads, this car is really not that great. But I was holding up strong. I was actually pulling away from him for the most part, and then we have to let off. But you guys, more is coming to the channel. Stay tuned. I know I left. Forgive me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. And expect more content, guys. We're trying to get back into this, where I'm actually going to invest a lot of money into camera equipment and things like that. And we're going to take this thing to the next level, guys. Thanks for watching. Next video.